In this video, we will be counting the occurrence of specific text from a data set using the COUNTIF function. We will also be exploring some cool tips on visualizing your results with some of the quick access tools in Excel. Now let's get right to it. The COUNTIF function is an Excel function that counts the number of cells within a range that meet a given criteria. With that being said, the COUNTIF function takes two arguments, the range and the criteria. The range is the range of cells from which you want to count the text from. The criteria is the condition for which the cells will be counted. In our example, we will be using a set of random people with their corresponding favorite colors. I know it's not the best data set, but I hope to give you an idea on how the COUNTIF function works. Using the table here, we will be using the COUNTIF function to count the number of people with the same favorite colors. Like any other Excel formula, we'll start with the equal sign. Type in COUNTIF. Excel will suggest different functions in its library as you type. Double-click the COUNTIF to select. The first argument is the range. Select cells C3 to C27, then followed by a comma. The next argument is the criteria. We can set the criteria by typing in the word we want to count. Let's type in green for this example. There are other ways of setting the criteria, but let's use this for now. We do have to enclose this with double quotes since we are looking for a text value. This formula will count the green on cells C3 to C27. Close it with a parenthesis and hit enter. There is a total of 8 people whose favorite color is green. To verify that your formula is correct, press and hold the Control key on your keyboard and start clicking each of the word green in the favorite colors column. At the bottom right corner of the status bar, you can see the count is equal to 8. We can confirm that the formula is correct. However, there is a more efficient way of setting up this COUNTIF function. Back here in our COUNTIF formula, let us clear the criterion and use another way of setting a criteria. We will use the cell reference by selecting cell E3 as our criteria. Hit enter and the result will be the same. With the way this formula is set up, we can easily duplicate this formula to the rest of the rows. To do that, go back to cell F3 and drag the cell down to the last row like so. But there is one problem in this formula. Let's inspect the formula of the first row. The range is set to C3 to C27. Let's check the next row. The range has moved one row down. And this is the same for the rest of the remaining rows. Let's inspect the formula of the last row. The range started from C7 to C31. Let's verify if the actual count is 4. To verify that your formula is correct, press and hold the Control key on your keyboard and start clicking each of the word blue in the favorite colors column. With this manual way of checking, we find that something is wrong with the formula because the actual count is 5. The reason why the range moved one row down for each succeeding row when we drag the cell is because it is missing the $sign. The $sign fixes the reference to a given cell so that it remains unchanged no matter where the formula moves. Let's go ahead and fix this COUNTIF formula. Highlight the range and on your keyboard, press F4. Hit enter. Nothing much has changed for the first row, but let us drag this cell to the rest of the rows. The results of the rows for orange and blue changed from 4 to 5. Let's inspect the ranges of these formulas. All of them are now fixed with a range of C3 to C27. Now for the fun part. Let's create a chart using this data set. Select this whole table. Click on this small icon on the lower right corner of the table. Go to the Charts tab and select the clustered column chart. Right-click on any of the bars and click on Add Labels. The Quick Access tool allows you to format the data or create charts with just few clicks. The title of the chart does not really describe the data set. We can also change this using cell reference. Click on the title, then go to the formula bar and wait for the blinking cursor to appear. Type an equal sign, and then click on cell C2 and hit Enter. Now, if you change the text on cell C2, the title of the chart will also change. Let's try to change it to favorite color. The chart title also gets updated. That's it for this video. If this video was helpful, please support by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you for watching and have fun with Excel.